Good morning. Good morning. Yay. Yay, it's Friday. Yay, it's almost the solstice. Yay. It's gloomy. It's gloomy out, people. I'm glad. Oh, I don't even have a hoodie on. My God, you guys, look at me without a hoodie. The heat must be on. The heat is on. And so is my chapstick. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Danielle, good morning. How's the kitty? Any more wacky adventures? Judy, nice to see you. I hope your laundry is folded. Mary, thank you for liking the live. German Maid 95, nice to see you. And Denise, and hi, dude. Shirley and Cat Mama, good, nice to see you nice and early, too. Ivy has joined, and Nick D has joined, and the Fiery A Angel has joined, and Oceanana, nice to see you. And Ivy, that one persona, Barbara. Oh my goodness, this is so fun because this means that I'm assuming folks are on the mailing list and they know how to find the schedule for my TikToks. There we go. Oh, good. Good morning, that one persona, and Denise and Danielle. Everybody, Danielle's kitty's doing good. She says I'm training him. I think he learned shake already. He was good last night. Yay! You take the good, you take the bad, you take the both. And there you got the facts of life. The facts of life. So yeah. So good morning all. Good morning all, and welcome to the Friday before the Friday of the weekend before Christmas. Christmas week, the holiday week, it was funny. I was talking with damn it, Donna. Literally, I've barely been on for 2 minutes. You'll pretty much know that, even if you are not on the mailing list and you don't have the schedule for my TikTok lives. I 99.999999% of the time always start my TikTok lives at the top of the hour. The top of the hour, as we used to say in college radio, though I didn't speak like that. That's my fake FM radio voice. It just feels neat and tidy. It also helps me be mindful of the time so I know when to sign off. So here I am, rock you like a hurricane, okay? So I am here with you on Friday the 20th of December of 2024. Tomorrow's the 21st, and I know there's a little bit of back and forth about when the official solstice is. My brain always just says 21st of December and 21st of June to just kind of make it easy on me. I love it, you guys, seriously, take a tip from Kat Roby. Kat Roby shows up on my TikTok lives, and every time, this is what she does, okay? She clocks in. She goes, hey-o, like, I'm here. And then she says she has an idea of what she wants to do and accomplish within the hour that I do my TikTok live. That's the other thing for me. Unless I can start a TikTok live at the top of the hour and go for an hour, I won't necessarily do one, even a pop-up. I mean, I'm not an absolute. There are variables. But Kat chimes in. She says, here I am. This is what I'm going to do. And then she's going to go. So SBB, she even made up this thing called her Scheduled Beth Blinders. Notice, scheduled. She's scheduled today to put these blinders on that when I'm on, she's going to focus on. She's not going to look at all this other stuff. She's going to focus on a certain thing. And then she checks in throughout the TikTok live, celebrating her wins so we can celebrate with her. So maybe you want to imitate Kat Roby. Imitation is the best sincerest form of flattery. So Kat says, hey-yo. I'll say it right back to you, being Johnny Carson. SBB to the doom piles today. There are 4, I think. Now, I love this Kat Roby because here's the great thing. Even if you have 4 doom piles, you're going to start with one of them. That's how we start everything, you guys, is chunking it down to something small. And there's many ways to do that. Laura Gibbon Voorhees is checking in too. She's walking her stubborn dog right now. You know what? You got to admire a dog because dogs will be very persistent in getting what they want. Pardon me. Oh. Dogs will be like, no, mama, I want to walk this way. Our dog would pull this way and look at you being like, this is where I want to go. We're like, dude, we got to go home. Nope. He always wanted to walk downtown, kind of like his mom. He always wanted to walk downtown to see his friends. But I love it. Laura is also checking in and saying surface decluttering when I get back in the family room and bedroom. Notice the specificity, people. Surface decluttering. So when I talk about clutter, and those of you who haven't met me, Beth, Destination Declutter, Decluttering Life Coach, I divide it up into 3 categories: surface, stored, and sentimental. Now, surface is the everyday stuff, the clutter of living, of which, some of we always have a little bit of. But notice that she was also specific in what layer of clutter she was going to work on and where she was going to work on it. 2 places: family room and bedroom. The specifics help you get going. When things are too vague, it's too overwhelming and abstract. Your brain is like, I don't even know where to start because it's so vague. You get specific, get specific, get specific, get specific. Okay? There we go, Donna. Definitely need direction today. Now, here's the funny thing. I can give you directions, but you have to tell me where you want to go. This, my dears, is why I call my coaching Destination Decluttered. And I'm always pointing to this I'm not doing like razzmatazz and vodeo-do. I am pointing to the heart behind me that is on the road trip that we're on. Okay? So, damn it, Donna, could you get specific? Where would you like to look better, feel better in your home today? Is there a certain room that you could start with? The answer is yes, but these are things you need to decide. I don't boss you around, though my younger sisters may say otherwise. I just say to you, you tell me where you want to go and I can help you get there, okay? Oh, hey, this is really cool. So that one persona was up earlier than me and says, already been watching your lives while cleaning out a closet this morning. Yeah, and for those of you, again, for those of the newbies, my TikTok lives, like this one right here, like this one right here, they're all recorded. TikTok's a cool thing. It does, my lives are recorded and I can download those and then I upload them to Destination Decluttered on YouTube. And so like when I'm not doing a live, because I only do a live, I do them quite often, frankly, but now coming up, the schedule is going to be very loosey-goosey because of the holidays, celebrates. So the neat thing is when I am not on doing a TikTok live, you could pretend it's live, but it's really Memorex, and just watch one of the recorded videos that I have. Okay, that's Destination Decluttered on YouTube. Pretty straightforward. I try to make everything Destination Decluttered. Branding, hello. Branding, you're a fine, what a fine girl, a good lie. You should be what a fine girl. I was always more of a backup singer than a lead singer, but I like to sing. I like to sing about the Jews and the singer. I like to sing Now, so I'll leave you with a funny. So Linda Moser Gear, thank you very much for the kindness of my hair. This is my bed head. I literally did pretty much roll out of bed, grab my tea, and show up because it's a gray and gloomy day, and who wants to get out? Within the next, at 10:30 a.m., I'm going for a haircut, but thank you. Yeah, this is a little bit too kind of coiffy for me, but I'm glad you like it, so thank you. Okay, so Cat Mama finished wrapping yesterday, so no rush, and can enjoy the week instead of being stressed, right? So notice this, okay? When you start early, you're not rushed, and then you can enjoy your time. It's funny because think about it. Okay, time being like this, like line, all right? I'm kind of making this up, but run with me here. You have from here to here to do something, right? I feel like I'm like that woman who I follow on TikTok, like, let's go to the board. But you think about it. Let's say this is Christmas, okay? I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, but just think, today is Friday and today is Christmas. You have some time between A and B to do something. Now, if you wait, you have some time, you can wait till the end, but oftentimes when you wait till the end, you're thinking, oh, that's right, I got to do it, then you do it. Then you have a very small amount of time to just go, it's done, I can relax. If you start early, though, if you flip it, and you just say, I got to do it, and you get it done, then all that extra, that opposite amount of time is just, it's done, I can relax. Now, I know it's not going to be perfect for everybody, but I just highly recommend start soon, start often, and start small. Okay? Now, damn it, Donna did get specific. I need to clear the dining room table off. The kids are coming in for the holidays. Okay. Here's a funny thing. I like to play with words because I see them in front of me. Damn it, Donna, see if it feels any different if you say to yourself, I want to clean the dining room table off versus I need to. Everybody, notice the difference between wanting to do something and needing to do something. Notice the difference between those two, and also I get to clear the dining room table off because the kids are coming. Notice I get to clean it off because I have a lot of stuff and I have an abundance of things, and abundance is allegedly good except for when it isn't good. Now, so you know what? I'm just gonna pull over here just for a sec. I have so many hoodies to choose from. I think I'm gonna put on a scarf. Hold on. Is that it? No. Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go. Talk about, it's almost like Linus and his blanket. I always have a blanket on my lap when I'm working at my desk. And this, okay, there we go. Nice and cozy. Nice and cozy. So, here's something I want to talk about because this is part of decluttering too. So Laura Gibbon Voorhees is saying, now that the concerts are done, because she was doing concerts, my grieving feelings are surfacing. Notice we say our feelings are surfacing. So I know surface is the way to go. So a couple of things. Notice surface and surface. Things are coming up and rising kind of to the top. You are going to feel feelings when you do decluttering. And notice how she said that the feelings are coming up, so she's just going to stay on the surface this time. Surface clutter, stored clutter, sentimental clutter. Anything below the surface triggers a story. And the story below the stored clutter is the sentimental stuff and the story that makes you feel feelings. You know, I say this because I can look at my Tupperware, or, you know, Tupperware, not trademarked, just my random thing of storage stuff, and know there's a story there. Oh, that's from the leftover Chinese food. Oh, that's something that I don't even know where it came from. I think we got a leftover, but now I'm going to put my yogurt in it. That's a story. But what Laura's talking about are those stories that make you feel feelings, and it's the holiday season. Even if it weren't the holiday season, you're a human, okay? So just notice you are going to feel feelings. Honor that. Feel the feelings. Let your love flow like a mountain stream. Just let it flow. Let the feelings rise. And they are like waves. They are like waves with a, they will rise up and they will peak and then they will fall. And if you try to tamp them down, you're just going to hurt yourself. Okay? Now, I see a bunch of things. I'm backing up. She's backing up. She's backing up. Melissa will be wrapping and cleaning all day. Cool. Yeah, damn it, Donna. It's cold here in Florida. Florida. It is. It's probably wicked cold up in Massachusetts. I'm going to be up in Mass next week. And then Maine with my fam. And that's why you won't see me a lot on the TikTok. I might be scrolling, but I'm probably going to be doing a really important thing, which is hanging out with my people in real time in 3D versions. So, yes. So Melissa, notice, Melissa is saying, I will be wrapping and cleaning all day, so I don't have to wrap on Christmas Eve like I do each year. Melissa, here, let's change that a little bit. I'm zhuzhing up everybody's sentences because the thing that you don't want to do when you distance yourself from it, it gives you more power to fade that out. That's something I used to know. Something I used to know. Right? So I don't have to wrap on each Christmas Eve like I do each year. Do is the present tense. How about this? So I don't have to wrap on Christmas Eve like I used to do way back then, last year and the years before. Notice the distance that your words are really a cool tool in your toolkit. You talk to yourself using words and sentences and stories in your head. And those words and sentences either make you feel good or make you feel nothing or make you feel crappy. And all those ranges in between. Using different words gives you an opportunity to upgrade your story. You feel better, you do better. Okay? Much like I said, I get to, I want to, I have to. Oh, it's 28 in Mass. It's actually not that much warmer. Yes, I am. Oceanana, I am coming to your way in your neck of the woods. I will be in New Hampshire for like a hot second. Listen to me, hot. We might go to lunch. I'm thinking maybe in Portsmouth on the way up to Portland. But yeah, you're going to hear. Well, actually, you're not going to hear because I pulled up my computer on the other side here. I I am looking up. So those of you who are on the Destination Decluttered members only mailing list, okay, yeah. So I have very few TikTok lives between now and the end of the year. I do have some scheduled, and I will show up for them. I'm good like that. Okay. If you got questions, ask them now. I will help you the best I can. Ooh, Cat Mama says single digits in Connecticut. Good to know. But yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. You can look at the schedule too. Get on the mailing list, destinationdecluttered.com/join. That's the rule. Not the rule. The rule. That's the deal. Okay. So what do we have? Okay, I'm backing up. I'm seeing some good stuff. Andrea says, I've been feeling so much relief when I let go of the things I have but don't use. Dude, that is the feeling we're going for, is that good feeling, that feeling of relief, release, relax. Get regular with relax. Relaxing, relief, all the re's, right? I can breathe. That feels so good. Rotterdam is saying, so do I. I love it. Tiffany, let's give Tiffany a little high five, Arinos. I cleaned all day yesterday and went through my clothes and got rid of everything that didn't fit. I love it. Brandy B is saying, I have a craft room full of stuff and I'm so ready to unload about 85% of all the stuff. Go for it, my dear. Go for it. Talk about a relief and a release. When I realized I wasn't going to be a crafty person, and I packed up my crafty things and I got them to a place where people who wanted to be crafty could be crafty. I had a lot of them, so I distributed them to all sorts of places. Find a place, even if it's just a thrift store. That could be a place where people who are crafty look for crafty ingredients. Okay? Now, Moi says, all different sizes of plastic food containers. I feel like I can't part with them because I may need them. Okay, this is a really interesting thing because notice this, everybody. We could be playing Mad Libs and it could be, I have so many of nouns. I feel like I can't part with them because I may need them. You could substitute any object in that sentence and somebody's going to feel that way. That feeling of I'm afraid to part with it because I might need it someday. That is coming from a place of scarcity. Now, I say this not in a bad way. I just say it as an informative way. Notice that fear of not having something. That is a human feeling. Now, oftentimes that has to do with your basic survival. I'm afraid I don't have water or clothing or community, or I'm afraid I don't have food or things. That's just whatever. Just notice that. What clutter is, though? Just so you know, just so we're all clear, this is how I roll. It's not about getting rid of everything. It's taking a look at the quantity of items you have. Because notice, part of you already knows that you have a quantity that is too much of these plastic food containers, or else you wouldn't have mentioned it. Okay, so part of your brain is saying, I have too many of these. Another part of your brain says, no, but what if we don't have them? And what if I need one? Shh. We quiet that one down and we say, hey, why don't we even just start with this? We are going to just see how many we have, and we're going to look at the quality and the quantity of these, and maybe there are some we can easily remove from circulation. Now, I know personally I have to do this. This would be comical, and I probably will look back on my TikTok videos, because at some point I did a video about this, and I went through and played matchy-matchy. So, I would say this. Pull out the ones you like the least. Like, to me, these are going to be the ones that are like the black ones with the clear tops that you get typically from leftovers if you buy food from, whatever, like to go. And make sure that each one of the ones you have even has a lid, and a lid that fits on well. Make sure it's a lid that you can easily put on and take off. Make sure when you look at the black plastic or the clear plastic that it doesn't have that gross white film on it that like sometimes tomato juice gets on it. Notice how many sizes of them you have. And notice that you don't have to make a declarative thing. I'm getting rid of all of them. You can if you want. But you can start small and say, I don't need this one. This one can go in the recycle. This one can go in the recycle. And do it bit by bit, step by step, as that boy band would say. Okay? Start small, but notice. Notice that part of you, and this is what I would call your co-pilot voice, is whispering to you, hey, you know what? You have too many of those and it's not feeling good. And they're saying this like a good thing. Like, notice if you remove some of those, you're going to feel better. That's your co-pilot voice. That's me saying, you know what? Just take a look at them. Just see what you might be able to get rid of. You don't have to. You don't need to get rid of any of them, but why don't you just check on what you have? Notice how I'm talking. Very nice, very calming, very mindful, very demure. That's so like 2 weeks ago, huh? That's not your backseat driver voice. Your backseat driver is like that Muppet. You see that one? Cat, hat. Cat on a hat and a rat and a bat. Remember that one? I think I bookmarked it recently here on TikTok. He has the little marabou feathers for hats. That's your backseat driver. But wait, what if you need it? Oh my God! And then we don't have it. And then we have no place to put. Shh. Quiet down. It's okay. We're not getting rid of all of it. You're gonna not have none. We're just reducing the quantity of whatever it is. Now notice this came up because of plastic things, but you insert the noun, because we're playing Mad Libs here. You insert the noun of whatever you think you have too much of, and it's the same thing. Okay? I hope that helps. Okay? Now here's fun. I'm going to back up. I'm here, so I'm going to rewind and do some of these things. Okay? All right. So Amber is saying, do they have lids? Yeah. Linda says, moi, I edited mine. We're all in this together. This is the great thing about these TikTok lives. You think you're the only person struggling with clutter? Oh, honey. We are so, you know what? You are in good company right here. Okay? Linda Mosergear says, I edited mine. Feels good. All the lids have a bowl, and all the bowls have a lid. Yeah. Depends on how many you may have. May only need a certain amount. Yeah. All right. Moi says, my dear sister-in-law and I were talking yesterday, and she has a barn that gives her anxiety. Yeah, we got barns in my family that are filled with stuff, multiple barns. Luckily, it's nothing that I have to deal with, but if the family needs help, I'm here. You know, I love it. Linda Mosergear, release, relax, renew. What a wonderful little thing, you know? Oh, there we go. Laura Gibbon Voorhees, yeah, please spread the word. Help Woodsy spread the word. Never be a dirty bird. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Toot toot. Remember there was like just a smidge of a pause there. Hoot hoot. Actually, not toot toot. That's the beneficial. You can tell that it's so funny because I say these things right now, and when I get off of my TikTok live, you know what my TikTok feed's going to be filled with? Sesame Street, Multiplication Rock, Schoolhouse Rock, random commercials for Stay Alive, the survival game. You know, yes, she's crafty. She's just my type. I was not crafty. Yes. Andrea is offering. So yes, Laura Gibbon Voorhees says, I shared with her about you and how helpful you've been and how maybe I can work with her. Yes, please, take what I'm doing. I'm not gatekeeping in the least. The way I run my business, I love what I do. And so that doesn't mean like, oh, I'm only going to give you the good stuff unless you follow me. F that. What I offer is so helpful. I want more. The world would be a better place. For me, if more people were feeling like they could do something about their clutter, I would be surrounded by people that are feeling good about themselves. So why not give it away now? Okay? So I say, yes, you guys, what you're learning from me, write it down. The stuff that I say that resonates with you, every time I do a TikTok live, please write it down. Mine, my archives of my TikTok lives that are recorded, listen to them. Find things that resonate with you, write them down, and then put them to good use. Learn these things, see if they work for yourself. If they work with yourself, then spread the word. Help somebody else with them. Let's get the world feeling better and doing better, and basically feeling like if there's something bugging me, I can do something about it. If you got a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the groove while my DJ revolves it. Okay? Now, Andrea is offering on the more sensible sense, because I'm riffing here like Ice Ice Baby. Andrea says, buy nothing groups have helped me a lot in letting go of items. Yes, buy nothing groups, free cycle, local groups either online or in real life, putting a table at the end of your driveway and saying this stuff is free, donating stuff, texting people that you know that you want, seeing if art studios or teachers want things in your area. There are so many ways that the stuff that you no longer want could be put to good use. Get crafty, get creative about it. Senior centers or schools. Yeah. Somebody else has suggested, I'm kind of going bopping here because the comments come a little bit after I've said my spiel. Some people have converted to glass mason jars. I cook a lot of soups and share with the neighbors. Yep, Laura did the free thing. Love it. Yeah. Okay, and you can freeze food in mason jars too. Okay. Here we go. Backing up. Cat Roby, what you doing? She's going in. All right. Here we go. Yes. Sure. When I give food to someone, I say, I don't want the container back. Yeah, I do the same thing. Here's the thing, okay? This is one of the ones that seems no duh to me, as we would say. No duh. Like, of course. But it can be a revelation. Many cluttered people also tend to keep containers, like bags and boxes to organize things in, to do something with. I know myself, I joke that I'm like a bag lady, in the fact that I used to have a really, oh, that's a cool, oh, I like a bag, oh, that's a good bag. And so if you have bags in your bag collection that you're not so thrilled with, notice the ones you don't grab often. Maybe they're too thin, maybe they're too big, maybe they are too small. Use those bags to put your donations in, and then donate the bag and the clothes inside them. I recently picked up a piece of artwork for somebody as a gift for a neighbor, and the person I got it from put it in like a recycling Wegmans bag. Well, I have plenty of bags, so I'm going to do a donation in that bag, and then somebody else can use the bag. Okay? I love it. Anastasia did one bin while listening here, and it's only 8:27. Check you out. Look at what you do. Okay, Cat Roby is still approaching the doom piles. Okay, Cat, you are not alone. Let me walk you through this. This is what I would call, when I used to write about old-timey businesses and I didn't know if they were going to be cool or scary on the other side of the door, I invented this term. I called it Hansel and Greteling. So I was like my husband. I would grab his hand. I'm like, all right, we're going in. We're going to Hansel and Gretel. We don't know if there's going to be a witch on the other side of the door. So Cat Roby, I am with you. We're going to Hansel and Gretel and walk towards, not all the doom piles, not all. We're going to chunk it down. We're going to calm down your nervous system and just look at one pile, okay? And as somebody says, you're not alone. I'm going in, you know. I love it. I'm really here for the tunes. Yes, one pile, one piece of paper, and breathe. Yeah. Let's all send Kat some vibes. We know what it's like. A doom pile, for those of you who do not have the ADHD, it's an acronym. Didn't organize, only moved. Maybe now you know. You're like, oh, I have doom piles as well. I didn't know what they were until I found out about that acronym myself. Okay. The music is good today. Yes, I'm on a roll. Yeah. You know what? Laura Gibbon Voorhees, I tell my mom to recycle, and she always gives back. So then they go in my recycle. Yeah. Moms are gonna mom. Talk about people who have 20 to 30, 15 to 10 to 20, 30, 40, how many years ahead of us? They have so many years worth of habit training that it can be hard for them to stop their habits. Okay? Yeah, okay. Shauna Lovesuch, if you have so many of those piles, we're going to start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I don't know why I decided to put on that accent, but it cracks me up, and I've been told on TikTok that means I'm autistic or something, but I just think it's funny. What you want to start with anytime you're doing anything, okay? Not just decluttering. This is an all-purpose tool. Calm yourself down. And I say this with love, okay? Quiet down your nervous system. Start breathing down. Make sure your physical body is feeling okay. I can see from Shauna, when you think, I have so many of those piles, and then the little teary emoji, that's a little bit, I can tell. You're trying to convey an emotion. I say to you, there we go. Okay? Calm down your nervous system, and it's okay. Calm down, breathe down, chunk down. Chunk down. You have so many of those piles. Kat has 4. Pick one. Just like Kat, you can pick one like she can pick one. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so Kat started, and the party starts. $1,700 rent check sitting here. So is that a check somebody wrote to you, and that's $1,700 for you, Kat? I hope so. Because sometimes, notice this, doesn't happen all the time. Erin, good morning. It doesn't happen all the time, but decluttering can be a treasure hunt. You guys, notice in this, and you'll see it on the recording, but right now, it was barely a minute ago that Kat was like, I'm afraid to go through that pile. 2 seconds later, she's $1,700 richer. How freaking awesome is that? Okay. Yeah. How awesome is that? And you've got big bills to pay, and now you can do it. What a good feeling you just generated simply by going up to one doom pile and kind of touching it and then seeing what you had in there. Not being afraid of what was in the pile. You guys, there is not a python in there. There is not a poison dart. There is not a jaguar about to eat a leopard that's going to eat your face. I never thought leopards would eat my face. Right? That is just a pile of paper. Sometimes paper can be like, I'm suing you. Okay, how often does that happen? Sometimes the piece of paper could be a $20 bill for all you know, right? So, decluttering is like opening Pandora's box? No. Decluttering is like opening a treasure chest. Pandora's box was filled with all sorts of crap. Look, Pandora's box didn't have checks for $1,700 in it. At least not the version I read, okay? If you think of it, oh my God, I'm going to open up and I'm going to find all sorts of horrible things, you're not going to want to open the box. How about you think it's a treasure chest? What treasures am I going to find? You know? What treasures am I going to find? Okay? So I love this. Yes, I love it. I feel like I'm in a great support group. I love it. Yes, we give support. We support, we lift, and we separate. No, we actually lift and then we come together. We're like mono boob. All right. So, I ask you this, Shauna, listen to me. That's my total Boston accent coming out. Could you go up to one of your piles and see if you could find a treasure in there? Could you even see, maybe there's no treasure, but the treasure you discover is the fact that there's nothing that's going to kill you in that pile? It's just a bunch of stuff that's disorganized. Okay? I think it's fun. I really do. I have found so many cool things when I've decluttered. Actually, it was fun. We did TikTok. We did a Zoom a couple of weekends ago. Last weekend, the weekend before, for the people on the mailing list, we did a Zoom decluttering party. I am telling you, and I relayed this story to my husband last night. I had been looking for months and months and months for these little, just like business size card things that were our membership cards to this thing. It's what do you call it? Like a restaurant in Philly, South Philly. I couldn't find them for the life of me. Now, I am organized and I am decluttered, and even I felt like something seriously slipped into the fourth dimension. It was only because I did the decluttering party 2 weeks ago, and I moved a big pile of books because I wanted something to weigh down my Christmas cards that I made that I needed to get folded, that I discovered these cards. Oh my God, I had thought they were gone for forever. So you never know what you're going to find, and I mean this in a good way, when you're decluttering. You know? I love it. Virgie cleaned out expired spices. There we go. Okay. I love it. Adrian says, I listen as I work. Yeah, so I can't always comment, but your positivity is so uplifting and motivating. Thank you. And notice all I'm doing, you guys. Seriously, all I'm doing. I totally pull the curtain behind because I want you to see what I'm doing is something you can do too. I am talking nicely to you. I am having fun with something that you have previously thought of as a chore. I'm making it fun. I'm being encouraging. I'm telling stories. I'm bringing music to the party. I'm sipping tea. I make decluttering fun. It's not necessarily all I want to do, but I gotta do it sometimes. Yeah, Make it fun. Talk nicely to yourself. For the hour that I do a TikTok live, you know who's pretty quiet? The backseat driver. My backseat driver is usually pretty cool nowadays. It's taken a while. She used to be the one that was steering me in the wrong direction all the time. What if nobody loves you? What if it's too late? What if you'll never be able to do what you want to do? Man, was I in a fucking ditch. When I learned to play nice and quiet down, and we all now play nicely in my car, backseat kid is like pretty much working on their, playing their little Game Boy, being like, oh, okay, where are we going? Sounds good. All right. I trust you. You're going somewhere good. I like it when you take me fun places. So trust yourself that you're going to take yourself to good places. Okay? Trust yourself. Okay? Yeah, and Shannon, I am cracking myself up today. Hey, yes. I love this. Erin, this is so cool. Giving myself the gift of help today. So I'm not worn out by time Christmas arrives. Erin, you just gave me a gift by telling me that you're getting help, because Erin has been struggling with trying to do everything on her own. I will share with you, you guys, we are so much better when we work together. I always use that analogy of stone soup. It's funny, I'm going to put a thing here down. Stone soup. I think our friend Ed, this is my stone soup. Our friend Ed, my husband's doing a gig tonight with Ed, and I think he has a song called Stone Soup. What do I mean by that? Well, I only got a carrot, but you have a potato, and you've got a turnip, and you've got some broth. My carrot is just a carrot, but when we put it all together, we are doing something that helps all of us. So I love that. Yay. Treat yourself to a cleaning service, and I'm telling you, once that happens, you're going to want to keep it nice too. Yay. Cat Mama is trying to get me to 10,000 likes. I have no idea about that, but thank you, Cat Mama. That's awesome. She says, just tap your screen. It will get her exposed to more people. Oh my God, I just exposed myself. Yes. All right, Penny Luck Myers, you're Penny Luck. You're finding money. Found money in a purse when I completely decluttered my closet yesterday. Yeah, okay. Nanu of the North, I totally jammed somebody up here. Oh, there we go. Oh, Nanu 5. My hubby is more disorganized than I am, and that drives me cuckoo. Okay, so all of us are cluttered in our own lovely effed up way. My husband is differently cluttered than I am. My sister is, my mother is, my friends are. We are all on the spectrum of clutter. Okay? I admit, I have a husband whose clutter bugs me sometimes, so I try to do something about it, but I also try to be mindful of not letting a lot bug me and making sure that my lane is tidy. I can't be scolding if I also am cluttered. So Nanu, notice you have a choice. How much do you want to be bugged by his stuff? And just know, decluttering is a life skill and many people weren't taught it. That's why we're cluttered. We've been taught really twisted ways to deal with clutter. We're taught about don't give it away, you might need it someday, or you spent too much money on it, but even if it didn't work out, you got to keep it because you spent. Like, we have a lot of really random, like when you say them out loud, they sound odd, but these are the thoughts that are keeping you cluttered. My people were poor. My people were poor, so maybe someday I'm going to be poor. I can't spend money on that because what if I need that money for something else? Now, and I'm not saying any of these are without merit. I just offer to you, pull them out of your head, write them down, write those thoughts down and look at them and see what they look like in real life. Now, I will swear to God that I swear if a lot more people did that, you'd see the thoughts that made you create certain actions. You know? Yeah. Good. Okay. I love it, you guys. Yes, clean your plate. Don't eat too much, but clean your plate. Yeah. Have they gotten us where we want to go? No. You know, there's starving Armenians. Now, there's ours in there where there weren't when I was growing up, starving Armenians. And they weren't in Watertown. They were in Armenia. Clean the plate. There's kids, they're starving Armenians. So you should be lucky to have the food because some people have none. And yet, me having now conflicting thoughts and feelings about food in my body didn't really pan out. But the people who gave us these thoughts were doing the best they can with what they had because they were dealing with what they were taught. Okay? So I love it. Kat Roby, it's 6:30 a.m. and you're already kicking ass. The rest of the day is going to be like gravy. And look at me, gravy, talking about food. So Kat Roby is doing another important part. It's like the blow by blow. Look at Kat. Kat, oh look, she's decluttering. Yeah, she went to one doom pile. Oh look, she found a thing. Oh look, she's organizing that stuff. Now she's getting to that important part where she's scheduling the tasks from the pile for today's workday so I can go to the next pile. I love it. I love it. Making a list, checking it twice, gonna find out, making a list and writing the things down of the actions you need to take, because oftentimes you are saving items in your home as a visual prompt, as a visual reminder to take an action, right? You put the empty thing of sugar on the side of the counter to remind you to write it down on the shopping list, So 10K, somebody said 10K. I don't know what that means. Maybe I got to it, but very nice. Oh, it does. Something underneath my my name says 10K. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I think it's good. So thank you very much, you guys. So decluttering is good for you. Okay? Thank you for getting me above 10K. Hey, oh my God, you guys, it feels so good up here. The air is rarefied. Up here over 10K. I had no idea. Thanks, you guys. I got 10K hearts. That's very cool. What a lovely Christmas gift. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So let me give you a gift, okay? Write this down. Everybody, you got something to write it down with? I'm going to give you, if I were writing a book, these were going to be the list of things, okay? So, yay. Went from 5 to 10 in 10 minutes. You like me. You really, really like me, okay? So here, let me give you a gift, all right? So first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Beth, Destination Decluttered, Decluttering Life Coach, yada, yada. DestinationDecluttered.com is my website. That's where you sign up for my free mailing list and find out when I'm doing TikTok Lives, and we do all sorts of fun things, okay? So a couple of fun things. So write these things down. Take a note. January, the first 2 weekends of January, we're having decluttering parties for the people on the mailing list. I'm gonna be popular. I'm gonna be popular. I was never popular. I was never cool in school. You probably don't remember me. What I want to offer, though, is here. Let me give you some tips, because I'm not going to be doing TikTok Lives for the next 2 days. I will give you that much, because I'm going to be happily, lovingly busy with friends and family in real life. And honestly, you guys, and I will share this. Carla, many of you know Carla Jane. We were coaching yesterday, and she's often on this. She sent me a really heartfelt thing that this year, I want you to just really notice the gift you give people and the gift you want from people isn't necessarily something from Target. It's time with people. It's attention that you give and you receive, and that connection you feel. That to me is the greatest gift, and maybe a nice piece of chocolate, Yes, and completely, 100% Shannon in retrograde. Yes. Will the party support the women's shelter again? Yes, such a great idea. Yes, declaratively. Every single party, because there's a ticket price involved, every single party I do, 50% or more will go to the women's shelter in my little town here in Pennsylvania, okay? Because you can help yourself while helping other people. Or vice versa. You can help other people and help yourself. It doesn't have to be an either or. I've got mine and screw you. That's not what we play here. I'm helping myself and I'm helping somebody else. Look, we're all helping. Yes, and I really love the donation part too, because I don't really like to ask for money. I'm doing okay. But when I know that I am a conduit, that other people, again, Stone Soup, that you're $10 and you're $10 and you're $10, we donated $600 out of the blue. The women's shelter in my town got a $600 donation this week because of you all. And we're going to continue to do that, because we don't need, giving is just not about the holiday season. It's all the time. So this is something I really love. So if you want to show up to those, you're going to get details if you're on the mailing list. So hop on the mailing list. Just go to destinationdecluttered.com, scroll down to the bottom of the page, put your email address in there. I'm just going to make sure that the form is working. Yep, looks good. And maybe animal shelters in the future. Yes, they are suffering. The one thing I will say, Cat Mama, that is a wonderful sentiment. I think it's really important to help the people that are suffering, because look, this is how I look at it. And trust me, there are so many places we can donate our stuff. But I think of us, for the most part here, we are all women, 99.9% of us here, but I'm all inclusive. Typically, women are the ones that are shouldered with the responsibility of the maintenance of the house. We are also told it's all our fault for a lot of things. Those of us that struggle with clutter, we have too much. We have not just enough, we have more than enough. And we've realized that that amount that's above enough is not making us feel as good as we thought it would. Actually, it's making us feel kind of crappy. Okay? So I think of the people that don't have anything, that they don't even have a house to declutter because they are homeless. Now, I love animals just as much as the next person, but I think it's really important, and especially, frankly, in this political environment, that we take care of our women. We take care of our fellow ladies who are struggling. So that's where my heart goes, and that's where my money goes. So we are helping people that a couple of paychecks away, that could be us, you know? So that's why I do that. I really gave it a lot of thought because I'm blessed that I live in a community that supports a lot of good things. So I had to decide, where do I want to focus that money? Because it could be 5 here, 10 there, that type of thing, you know? So that's why I did that. Okay. Now Ellen is saying, got to run to the gym now. I love it. I've got about 14 minutes left. Then I hop on and then I hop off the clapper. Okay. Thanks for having breakfast with me. Happy holidays all, Ellen. Here we go. Okay. Kat Roby is asking a question. Anyone keep their receipts to check against credit card statements? I do, and I don't check. Interesting. I don't. I have seen videos on TikTok about how somebody got overcharged for something, like a tip or something at a restaurant. So you can do that, but notice the fear. And I'm not saying don't have fear about this, but the fear of losing money, the fear of being duped. So you can do that. You could make it fun, but, notice this. Okay. Yeah. Deborah Smith, I was homeless for 4 years. Yeah. And so, yes, my brother is struggling beyond measure. So we are trying to help the peeps. Yeah. Now I have a home. Hey, you guys, Kat Roby is on pile 2. Remember just a few minutes ago, she was afraid of pile 1 through 4, and now she's halfway through, a quarter of the way through. It's like if she was driving across the country and she was starting in, I'll say Massachusetts because that's where I'm from. You're already a quarter of the way through. Why, heck, you might be in Ohio already if you're on your way to California. Look at where you are. All right, Monk, good morning. Nice to see you. Okay. All right, so Diane and Kat Roby, I kind of dig this because what I want to do is help us. Many of us struggle with paperwork. I am getting so good at it. I actually got a compliment from our accountant, and she told the other accountant how I used to come in almost crying because I was feeling like I was so bad at it. Okay? I love it. So I share with you. Okay. Diane is saying, ugh, I do collect them. Also, I actually never do anything with them until the following year. Right. Is it worth your time? How long does it take? It could be fun. I still get my credit card statements paper-wise. I look at stuff online and I pay things online like nobody's business. But I also enjoy looking through the statements to just make sure everything's okay. The way my brain works, some things sink in better when it's on paper. That's why I'm always encouraging you to grab a pen and write things down. Maybe what we do is in January, you say, okay, I'm going to save all the receipts, and now on one of these on these Zoom declutter parties, I'm actually going to go through and see if this is even worthy or not. The only ones I would probably save would be the ones where there's any interplay in it. Other than that, it's pretty much automatic, So any receipts, maybe you just save the receipts from restaurants because there's that thing about putting the tip in. And notice have you been duped? Is it worth your time? Anastasia did 2 piles also. She's like, me too. I love it, So yay, Anastasia. I didn't mean to miss you, but sometimes there's all sorts of comments going by. I love it. Melissa says you are so motivating. Again, you guys, this is the beauty of what I do. I am just talking nice to you. Talk nice to yourself inside. Have your internal, like what would Beth say to me? I've had my clients say that. And it would sound like it was a goofy, whiny voice. I would probably crack a joke. I'd make light of it. I'd calm down your nervous system. I'd say, it's no big deal. Let's try again. Come on, baby. Let's start again. And now notice what you end up doing when you hear a kinder, gentler, more encouraging voice. You're doing something. You are taking action. You are decluttering. People are knocking down doom piles. People are folding laundry and cleaning out the closet and timing yourself. Kara has cleaned her car out, and she's headed to IKEA to buy plant pots for gifts I'm growing. All by myself. I love it. I love it. I think the IKEA is in Stoughton, right? I'm a map person. I like looking in my head. I like knowing where things are geographically. That's why when I look up here and I see my map of the US and all these little smiley face stickers that totally look like 1972 in here, that's a smiley face sticker. I put a smiley face sticker on my map of the US every time I get a new client. I have clients in all the states, So, good stuff. Deborah Smith decluttered 2 boxes in the garage. I love it. Yeah, hey, you know what? It's my annual Christmas pilgrimage. I don't need stuff. Yeah. I still reconcile bank statements. I don't. I do not. Okay. But Cat Mama does. Notice that the way in which you were brought up indicates some of the habits you have. Many of the people that I know here on TikTok and myself who are from the pre-digital era struggle with what to do with paperwork because we remember the time, the scariness of if you didn't have that piece of paper to prove it, you were out of luck. Nowadays, things are different, but they're the same. You still have a fear of what if I can't find it online? There we go. Star Queen says, I love maps. I do too. Yeah. Carla Jane. Backseat drivers are sneaky. Sometimes I don't even recognize they're around. Yeah. Now, let me be clear, Penny Luck-Myers, I don't have clients in all 50 states, but I have some states that are empty, but they just don't know about me yet. And who knows, maybe nobody in Kansas struggles with clutter. We'll see. Yeah. Remember the time. Yeah. So, Carla Jane, I was just talking about you. So, in case your ears were burning, like we say, okay, up here in the north, I was talking about how the real gift of the season and year-round isn't something you buy online or at Target or, at a thrift store. It's about connection and attention and connecting again and hanging out with people in real time if you can, and if not, even on Zoom, hanging out with people, feeling, sharing stories, swapping ideas, sitting on your porch, eating crunchy potato chips and drinking a sweet tea and laughing at a joke. Doesn't that sound like the best gift ever? Sweet tea and crunchy potato chips. Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. And I love it. Star Queen says, I'm in Illinois if you need someone there for your map. I have multiple. Thank you. I love that. So yeah, if anybody wants, I'm not taking on any new clients for the rest of the year, but in the new year, I will open up my calendar and my map again. So if people want to be my one-on-one paid clients, we'll go for it. I love it. Blonde Cheryl, I didn't know you were in Kansas. Isn't that wicked funny? Yes. There we go. Penny's going to take a beer and pretzels, but yeah, that connection. And Deborah Smith, you are hitting on a really important point. So notice how we're going from the shallow end of the pool to the deep end and back again, because we know how to swim through all these sections. Deborah is saying, I think because I was homeless that I tried to hold on to things because of fear. Yes. That primal, that instinctual fear of lack of personal safety. What if I never get this again because I know what it feels like to not have? That is a powerful feeling that can keep you holding on to stuff. Keeps me hanging on. But what I want to suggest to you, and again, we will move through this process at a pace that feels right to you. There's nothing wrong with keeping things you need. What clutter tends to be, though, when that hanging on causes you to keep too many things, and that ends up causing its own problem. Feeling safe at a certain amount and feeling that that certain amount is just right. Think about, I always think of Goldilocks. I was talking about whatever, Hansel and Gretel before. Goldilocks. This stuff is too hot. This is too cold. This is just right. Finding your just right point and being okay with not having more than enough, because that will also just jam you up. Also, when you hoard more than enough, screw you, Elon Musk, and you don't help it, you are being a mean person. Think of Elon Musk. With a snap, he could solve so many problems with that money, but he's a greedy motherfucker, and he's not helping people. So we say screw you, and we, with whatever we have, we're going to help our fellow person, because that's the kind of people we are. And we know that, notice how it doesn't matter. You can be the richest person in the world on paper, monetarily, and still be freaking miserable in here. I think the Grinch is cooler than many people who have too much money because they don't want to share. At least by the end of the Grinch episode, his heart grew and expanded. I don't hold out that hopes for other people. I'm not going to wait for them to change. I'm going to be the change I want to see in the world. So I give away all of my secrets for free. I'm not writing a book because I'm giving you that all right now. You can write down this stuff. You can follow what I'm doing and never pay me a dime. If you want to pay me a dime, you know what you get from me? You get my undivided attention for you and your problems, and we work together. That's one-on-one coaching. But I also help other people, because when we do these decluttering parties, and they're on Zoom, and as many people who want to attend can attend. You just need to get on my mailing list to get the invite. And then whatever I do, whatever I get at the door, 50% of it is going to people who don't even have enough. Because that's the kind of people we are. Right? So, yeah, that's how we are. Yes. Yep, I'm not rich, but I help animals and family. Yep. Now, Anastasia, I know this feeling. Went to a church rummage sale, decided, made me nervous, so I left with nothing. Yeah, I don't enjoy doing. I used to enjoy it. This is an unusual feeling for me. I will share with you. So it is unusual for me, after collecting things for decades of my life and being surrounded by people who spent their time and money collecting things. It is a really interesting and different feeling to not feel the desire to go into a thrift store. I used to create Google Maps that had where every single thrift store was. So when I went out on a road trip, I would stop at all these things and think I might find something, and oh, this is cool. Now, not only do I have enough, sometimes I have too much. I didn't even put out all of my Christmas stuff this year, so why would I go out looking for more ornaments? No, I don't need it. I feel good with what I have. And that part of me that used to get a little dopamine hit from the stuff, not so much. I will occasionally go into some cool vintage stores, but I don't often buy things. But I do allow myself the opportunity to buy something. Okay? So, Judy, yeah, I'm going to be signing off right now, so I want to leave you with some good thoughts, okay? Good thoughts from Jack Handy. First of all, yes, safe travels to everybody who's traveling on the holidays this weekend. I will be traveling. I'm going to be in multiple states in the next few weeks. I do have a few TikTok lives still scheduled for between now and New Year's Eve day. Yeah, that's right. If you want to know when to tune in, and you may be busy yourself, if you want to tune in live, I have scheduled them. People on the mailing list, destinationdecluttered.com/join. Get on the mailing list. You will know when I'm going to show up. If you happen upon me randomly, that's cool. You will increase your likelihood of happening on me randomly if you follow me here on TikTok. Find your joy during the holidays. And even, especially this year, when so much of us are bugged by clutter, just notice that it's not the car, the clothes, the cash. And now this makes me think of my cousin who passed and my aunt who passed. But it's how you spend your dash, how you spend your time and your energy, and who you spend it with. And I hope that feels good. Cat Roby only has 3 current piles. I love it. All right. I love it. Cat Mama said I'm up to 15,000 hearts. Thank you, you guys. I take that as a wonderful gift. I don't quite know what it means, but I think it's something good. So, yeah, okay, got to do it every day. The next time I do a Destination Decluttered TikTok Live, maybe we'll do that, all right? Take care of yourself. Treat yourself kindly. Talk to yourself like I talked to you this last hour and see what magic you can make happen in your world, okay? I will see you, Oceanana, and I will see you guys before the holiday, I promise, okay? But until now, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night.